Both coming in 3 and 6. Chatfield, they look very good here tonight. Kyle Winkler's thrown a couple of touchdown passes, run for one. Sean Odell, a couple of touchdown runs. Jordan Aycock with a touchdown run. And one of those passes to Odell, and then of course Braden Gilbert with a touchdown catch and run for a touchdown. Keeping an eye on one playoff game. Pomona actually playing tonight, their first round of the 5A state playoffs, trailing right now 14-6 to Arapahoe. The Warriors, a team that I haven't quite figured out yet. And neither has Pomona, obviously, with ties to Jeffco and the Jeffco League here, but they have come out listless according to Neil Devlin, so it's a game we'll be keeping an eye on here. Kickoff to the 25-yard line. Remember that they kick off 15 yards further back. There's no place for the Huskies to go. They'll have good field position to start at the 37-yard line, but a 15-yard penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct, actually pushed Chatfield's kickoff back a little bit. Fort Collins up in their contest, although they had actually built a decent lead. 28-16, I believe, and that in the second quarter, but all of a sudden a team coming back on them. And they're playing Skyline tonight. That's week 10 regular season game in Class 4A. Remember, Fort Collins ranked second in Class 4A. They moved down to classification. Rope rule, handoff. J.P. Rubino up the middle this time. Gator slowed him down a little bit, and he'll fall forward, though, to near the 44. 7 out of that, 2nd and 3 here. We'll see how the Chatfield defense responds. The opportunity actually to put this game away, but each time it seems like that, the Huskies come right back. Rule to hand it off for Bino, trying to get to the outside. Got close. Get into about the 46, maybe 47-yard line over there on the far side. Dalton Keene going sideline to sideline. Got over there. Gator there, and Isaac Schley there as well. 3rd and 1 from the 47-yard line, and Rule handing it off. Rubino trying to bounce his way around. Boy, they gave him good forward progress. Let's see with the side judge coming in here. Nope, they'll take the far side judge. He saw that one a little bit better. Back to the 47-yard line, and that's very close. Whitecap might want to measure this one. Just trying to get a good look at it here. Yep, they'll run the chain gang out. They gave it off to Rubino on that option read that time, and
it is enough. Douglas County.
He got just enough for the first down. Keene came shooting in there and hit him, but forward progress was just enough. Bizarre start to the game. Well, not for Chatfield, in the fact that first 2 possessions they had, they took it down for touchdowns. They've done that a few times here this season, but 2 safeties on center snaps that went over the punter's head. Back-to-back times after the Chatfield defense had held Douglas County to 3 outs. Turned into safeties. Rule has it now. Looking to the left side. Got a receiver wide open over there. Caught. That's Sayer. Oh, no, that's Trent Rillinger. Rillinger with the catch over on the far side. Got to the 45-yard line. Gain of about 8 here. 2nd down and 2 coming up, but chunks of yardage being gained by the Huskies. Second and 8 rule from the pistol set here. Rubino on his right hip. Long count. Rule will roll here. Blitz coming, throws, and it is incomplete. Bobbled and then dropped. He was looking for Staple here on the near side.
Douglas County on the Chatfield 45.
Pretty good coverage that time. Drew Johnson over here for the Chargers. And now it's 3rd and 2. Huskies taking their time coming in and out of the huddle here. Got a look on the replay there. Lucas Gunkel actually was on the coverage that time. As Johnson was coming down from a safety spot, Gunkel got a hand on it. Handoff up the middle. Rubino will get the needed yardage to move the chains again. He takes it to the 42.
Gain of a couple, good for a 1st and 10. Douglas
Matt
County
Gator in the middle of it. Barley there on the tackle, but they only needed 2. Ended up getting 3. From the Chatfield 42-yard line now, 1st down and 10. Pomona's got the lead in the second quarter, 16-14 now. That escalated fairly quickly. Rule looking here on the slant, and that'll be a pass interference penalty. O'Shaver on the coverage, or Conrad Bristol on the coverage that time, but they got him with the left arm. Right arm was fine, reaching out to get the football, but had that left arm draped around the receiver. And in the pros, they let you do that. You can't wrap, but you can have the arm back there ready to wrap as soon as the ball comes in. But he had him wrapped up pretty good. That's a pass interference in anybody's book. Now, if he's going for the ball with both hands, you can go through the receiver, but he wasn't. He was trying to tip it away. .9:01 to go here in the third quarter. Yep, got that other hand around. So the ball down to the 27-yard line. Tight formation here, and the handoff. Rubino trying to bounce to the outside. He's got nowhere to go. The Chatfield defense coming through. Boy, quick defenders. Conrad Bristol got over there and slowed things down enough, and then the rest of the Chargers got over there.
Loss of a yard to the 28, 2nd and 11.
Rubino loses a yard. But again, getting close to that red zone. We see it. The Huskies show flashes of some of that offense that they're capable of. Charger defense then kind of bows the back here a little bit. Rubino tackled for a loss again.
That was number 75, Connor Haynes.
Connor Haynes there, the senior down lineman.
Get the 32.5-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 15.
And another loss here. They say Rubino got lost about 5 back to the 33-yard line. And again, they're trying to stretch the field a little bit. They're trying to really make the defense go side to side, but that has not been there. Watch Rule. Maybe he'll hang on to it this time. 3rd and 16. Passing down, in trouble, and he'll be sacked back at the 41-yard line. Flying through there, Thomas Cordova, the senior. Give him credit for the sack there.
Thomas Cordova getting the sack, number 57, a loss to the 41. And that'll bring up 4th
and suddenly Douglas County going backwards. There's that Charger defense. They got cherry-picked here. The always interesting center snap back to the punter. Been a little high tonight. 2 of them went back to the end zone. That time it's almost perfect, right at the headgear. Fair catch called for. A little bobble at about the 17, but it works. And the Chargers will get the football for the first time here in the second half.
They're caught at the Chatfield 18, 23 yards. No return, first and 10 Chargers at their 18.
Yeah, keeping an eye. Some games tonight. Well, that one playoff game, Pomona up on Arapahoe in the second quarter now, 16-14. Hinckley is all over Legend, 46-7. That's a cross bracket game. Rock Canyon up on Boulder, 14-0 in the first quarter. Run to the right side.
Flag near the end of the play as the draw gets across the 20. With Odell, a plethora of Huskies run him down.
Connor Aycock has gotten a few carries here. He had been running Odell a lot at the tailback position, but Aycock's getting a few more carries here tonight. There's a Husky that is actually down here. You said 21-0. Updated. Rock Canyon up on Boulder. Thank you. Dennis Please, I think, is out there covering.
Face mask, 5 yards on the defense, number 7. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
There's a penalty on the play. In the meantime, they keeping an eye on the Husky down there. The trainer out there with Hunter Morrison, Jr. He's up and going to get off on his own power there, so that's good.
For Douglas County. After the penalty, first and 5, Chatfield on its 23.
Chargers will have the ball at the 23-yard line after the penalty. First and 5 here. 4 in the pattern. Winkler is going to keep it himself, and that time the Huskies play pretty good defense that time. It collapsed on Winkler pretty quickly. Miller is there. And so is Christian Gonzalez. They close in on him pretty quickly on the delayed draw by Kyle Winkler. Got about 3 out of it, and that was it. He saw that opening and took off, but as soon as he started going, it collapsed. But again, was first and 5, so you kind of take that shot. Throw on the out route out there. Caught. That's a first down on the far side. Right around the 29-yard line is where they're going to give him forward progress.
Good enough for a first down for Chatfield.
The catch by Jack Winkler. 4th time those two have hooked up here tonight. That's enough for a first down as well. Another pickup of 3 yards on that quick out route. Winkler's got it. Hands off underneath. And ducking to the right side. The I-back still got some room over there. Finally knocked down near the sideline. Sean Odell with the carry and the big pickup. See where they spot him down. I saw Braden Gilbert out there doing the blocking. They set it at the 43-yard line. 14 yards on the run by Odell. He's back in the backfield again. Winkler will keep it on the play action. He rolls to the near side. Caught by Gilbert. Gilbert falls forward down to about the 38-yard line. Oh, I take that back. That's on the catch there. And again, Logan Dunnenhauer, the sophomore. He's got a couple handfuls of catches here this season. He's had some big ones before. 19 yards on that pickup, and now they flip it out. Oh, halfback pass potentially coming here. Now they're just looking for some place to go. Got blockers set up here to the near side, and back they come the other way. And it'll be, ball lost, caught from behind. And the Huskies are on top of it. Lucas Gunkel was setting up the halfback option, but didn't see anybody. All of a sudden, he's picking up big yardage, gets tackled from behind, and the ball pops out. Joseph O'Brien comes up with it for the Huskies. Well, turning nothing into something, and then suddenly he got clobbered from behind. I did not see who that was. I'll see it here, I think, in a minute. He's kind of setting up blockers. Boy, and a great job to get back there for Douglas County. That was actually Luke Miller, who hit him from behind and popped the ball loose. So from their own 8-yard line down, here comes Douglas County. Give it off. Rubino trying to go up the middle. Nothing there. Matt Gator was one of the first guys that met him and ran him all the way back into the end zone. He got about a yard.
Number 77, John Gurd, about the many in silver. Got a yard to the 9, 7-9.
Winding down, 4.5 left here in the third quarter. 2nd and 9 from their own 9-yard line now. Rope rule for Douglas County. Pistol set. They've been there all night. Never gone up under center. Kyle Winkler's been in the pistol set all but once. And that was a 3-yard or 2-yard quarterback sneak, essentially. They'll hand off Rubino again up to about the 16-yard line and a pickup of 7.
Got 7 to the 16, 3rd and 2.
So 7 yards there, 3:47 to go here in the third quarter, and another drive for the Huskies where they're close to a first down, and Rubino hit but will fall forward to the 20-yard line. That's a first down. And they're starting to go exclusively on the ground to Rubino. Rule is not pulling it out and keeping it himself. He had big chunks in that first half. Matt Gator there on the tackle. Drew Johnson coming up from his safety spot. Run of 5 for Rubino. And the clock not moving here. It's a first down. Once that ball's set, they can wind it. I don't have it going, though. End around, red for the moment, and he's not going to escape.
Number 21, Lee Cates in the end around. Is brought down for a loss inside his own 20.
Barley got in there on him and just would not let him go. Kate on the carry on the end around.
A loss to the 18. And that'll bring up 2nd.
Lee Cates. Cates with a carry in that first quarter that didn't really go much of anywhere either. Loss of 3. 2nd and 13. Siebers either side. Rule going to keep this one rolling, looking for some room to run, and he'll run out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Gator over there chasing him, so was Drew Johnson. Say stepped down right at the 20-yard line, so got a couple, but a 3rd and long coming up now for Douglas County. First turnover of the game, and it was Chatfield that gave up the football. They turned a halfback option into something that looked like it was going to be a huge play, and then Lucas Gunkel got tackled from behind. Rule running for his life around the left side. Got a lot of real estate over there if he can make the edge. And he will. And he's run out of bounds, close to a first down over there. King over there.
That'll be 4th down.
Ran out of bounds. They're going to put him at about the 30-yard line.
4th and a yard from the 30.
So about a yard to go. Just could not get there in time by the time the Chargers had all kind of come around and collapsed on him. But boy, the speed of Rope Rule and the escapability, I guess. 4th and 1 here, and they'll go for it. The long count, see if they can get the Chargers to jump, and now the snap, and Rule leaning forward. He's got that first down.
11 Rule on the keeper, keeps it for about 3 yards.
Pushed by the offensive line. Oh, Rule lost his helmet there. He's going to have to come off. Connor Haynes and Matt Gator there, but as the helmet came off, he's going to have to come off the field. Quarterback, I tell you, quarterback strap the lid on tight, because if it comes off, it is a rule in Federation football that in high school football here you got to go off for at least a play. But a first down and 10. And naturally they'll hand off to Rubino with the backup quarterback out there.
Across the 35 is number 18, Sean McCarty.
And that was Sean McCarty, the sophomore. Gets one snap, and Rope Rule will come back out. 3 yards for Rubino, and 2nd and 7 coming here. (46-20). We've got almost the entire quarter, though, without a score yet. Rubino gets to the outside. Wow, bounced out of there. I'm watching the pile, and suddenly he had turned on the Jets over on the far side. One of his best runs tonight. Over to make the tackle. Isaac Schlang from his strong safety, or his free safety spot, or strong safety spot, I guess, where he's played most of the season, had to come over and end up making the tackle. That was very unexpected. A pickup of 13 yards. It looked like that thing was dead in its tracks. Rubino had thoughts otherwise. Yeah, they're going to go right back to him there. Off tackle, leans forward to the 45-yard line, and the Huskies have come up with a little something here. There's no reason necessarily for them to go to the air with under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Trailing by 26 points. That is a huge deficit, but you eat up the clock and you make a good drive and you get down there and you score. Maybe you can think about maybe speeding things up, but as it is, I mean, it's starting to get away from you, and your defense has been out there for a long time. Back to Rubino, little hop step. He made one miss, but he didn't make the other 5 Chargers that jumped through there miss. And that was all on the down lineman that time. John Gerd right there. Zach Zakolski. Zakoski, that is. As the clock ticks down, that ends the third quarter. Big thanks to Steve Westfall with Remax Professionals. Don't forget that he'll make a $500 donation to the Chatfield Booster Club of your choice when you buy or sell a home with him. You can call him today, 303-716-3633. Steve, a big part of the Chatfield Gridiron Club and part of this presentation here with Stream It Sports, along with Les Schwab of Littleton. Local Littleton Les Schwab. Invite you to check out the fall sale on tires and brakes. Yes, fall continues for another day tomorrow. That big sale, and then it's supposed to be winter, but we haven't seen anything. Les Schwab, located just off C470 there at the Bowles exit. 12 more minutes up on the board here, and no score in that third quarter. Unusual, because we saw 66 points put up on the board in the first half. The Huskies keeping it on the ground here, and the Chatfield defense stopped them once in the first half. Got them to punt from the 41, got helped out by a penalty, and then a couple of huge sacks. But then fumbled it and gave it back to them. Going on that corner route, up in the air, and it is incomplete. Lucas Gunkel on the coverage on the far side over there, running step for step with the receiver. And that was Cates running down that far side. He's one of the fastest guys on the Huskies team, but Gunkel was with him stride for stride. So 4th and 4 now. Douglas County will go for it here. For the moment. Timeout coming from the Huskies.
Timeout. Douglas County. The first timeout of the half.
That's the first timeout for Douglas County. 2 left. Chatfield has all 3 of theirs. Well, if you like what you see here when it comes to streaming high school sports live, get a hold of the folks here at Stream It Sports. Email Phil at Stream It Sports. Not just football, basketball, hockey. Phil keeps throwing rugby out there. I have never called a rugby game in my life, and I'd be willing to do it, but I'm just saying. That's one of the few sports that I have done. I have done lacrosse. I have done field hockey, did the state championship last week. Girls soccer, I've done a lot of. Boys soccer championships coming up next weekend. I'm doing those. All 3 of them, 3A, 4A, and 5A. And then I'm running to Boulder to watch the CU women exhibition game, their first game of the season, but it's an exhibition game, so we're not broadcasting it, so I'm doing it. But I'm going to pick my son up. We're going to go up to Boulder and watch the Buffs take on CSU Pueblo in the exhibition game. So that'll be fun. It'll be a full day, and I will be exhausted by the end. Throw over the top of everybody, and had a receiver deep, but Rule was getting pressured that time. He was looking for Staple down this near side on 4th and 4. Decided to take a shot, and the ball will be turned over on downs here with 11:45 left to go. I'm trying to think of rugby's a good one. That's one I haven't called. Then softball, baseball naturally, wrestling I've done, volleyball. What else we got? Gymnastics, state championships going this weekend. I have not done gymnastics. I have not done the cheerleader championships either. That would be, I would have no idea what was going on. I mean, you know. Again, as a play-by-play guy, you don't have to know everything. You just kind of go, all right, and here goes so-and-so. Winkler rolling here to the right side, first down at 10. Pumps, and now we'll throw it. And it's hit and knocked out of bounds. The pass is incomplete here. Oh, Kyle's wishing that he would have just thrown it away the first time when he pumped it, because he got pushed all the way down to the ground there as he let it go. Yeah, who's that? Weston Jocelyn's been in his grill most of the night. I hadn't even flipped it over here. I got to talking. I didn't keep track of my drive chart. Look out, Winkler's got to really run. Now it got Morrison caught up to it from behind, and will sack him back at the 43-yard line. Well, you can tell how this game is going to end up finishing up. We're about at that point here, but now a 3 and out coming up for Chatfield. Hard to get going. You did a nice job for 12 minutes there defensively. You turned the ball over, but you were able to hold them here to the first part of the first quarter, and you get the ball back, but the offense has been sitting and watching for a long time. Rugby style punt coming here. Nope, going to punt it straight on. And taking it to 15-yard line. And a bit of a wall set up here. And now he kind of ducks his way inside, 30-yard line, and he'll be spun down. That return is going to be taken back, though.
There is a marker down.
Cates with the return, but a flag. Got 2 flags out there, and this is way back where the punt happened. and on either side of it, out by the numbers. So
No flag. No flag.
well,
First down.
a lot of things going on when the Gunners are trying to get down there, and there's a lot more holding than you would ever know. And the flag came out, and I think they saw it on both sides potentially. That's my thought anyway. And they went, never mind. They've been doing it most of the game. I've been a Gunner before. That's it's a long time ago, but it's not fun when you're double teamed because you really get beat up. And you're not allowed when you get pushed out of bounds to run down the sideline and then come back in. You're supposed to get back in as soon as you can. I have gone behind benches all the way down before. It's happened. Quick throw over the middle. It's incomplete. Looking for Sayre this time over the middle.
Johnson is at 2nd and 10, Douglas County at its 33.
A 26-point lead for the Chargers. The defense stepping up here in the third quarter. They got put in tough position after the offense was driving. They had to get right back out there after a fumble, but forced to punt. Rubino with the football. He'll lean and get to the 36-yard line, into the heart of that defense again. Bristol there, Gator around there, Barley. And Gerd. Guys along the defensive line. So 3rd and 7 coming up here. And let's see what the Huskies have cooked up on 3rd and 7. Going to have to go to the air. You've got Sayre on one side. Rillinger is going to be out there. He'll throw a slot receiver out here. Most likely it's Cates. 9.5 minutes left to go. Cates will shift and go to the other side. In fact, he's going to go to the outside. So the slot on the wide side of the field here. And they'll move him in motion. He's got it. And the throwback to Rule. And he's got some room over on that far side now. You just knew something was coming. First down and more. And Rule down at the 38-yard line. Anytime you see number 21 running around, you got to stay with him because they use him for so many different things. And then the throwback to the quarterback and a guy who can get after it and run, certainly. Well-designed play. 27 yards, first down and 10 here for the Huskies. They're going to take their time here. They're getting a pretty good look at this one. It was a forward pass. I thought maybe they'd set it up and let Rule go ahead and throw it, but I think it was a forward pass, so he was going to have to take, and he had a lot of room at front, obviously, 27 yards there. Rubino's got, nope, kept by Rule. A read option, and he'll scoot to the sideline, step out inside the 31-yard line. Giving chase, Lucas Gunkel was over there. And guess who? Number 44, Matt Gator. There he was.
Marking at the 31, gain of a half dozen, 7-4.
That is a great story. Phil Mildred just passed along that Kyle Winkler and Rope Rule are good buddies, and they prep for the game by watching tape together. So there you go. I like that. Gain of 2 here as Rubino will get the carry. The paths will cross several times with good athletes, whatever sport it may be. And you're going to be playing against some of your buddies, certainly here in the metro area, but that is a unique story. Coming up on 8 minutes left to go in the contest here. Last game of the season for both teams. Rule will give to Rubino, who has stood up and then flung backwards. He got to about the 27-yard line.
And it's enough for a first.
Dalton Keene got up there and made the big hit. Boy, stopped Rubino dead in his tracks. Gain of a couple there, but it is enough for a first down. And the Huskies all looking to the sideline here, and enough time on the play clock. Again, they're very deliberate. We talked about it. Into that third quarter, you got the sense of you're down by 26. They're just willing to kind of be very deliberate, see if we can get down and score, but you're not going to get back into this one down by 26. Just not the way your defense has been so taxed. Rule, keep it himself inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line. Barley in the middle of that one. And Isaac Schlang. A run of 8. Haven't seen the big chunks, though, outside of the trick play there where the throwback to rope rule. Otherwise, Chatfield has shored up defensively the read option where Rule was keeping it himself and taking it right up the middle. They had someone staying home and filling that gap, so Rule has been handing it off to Rubino, who's had a nice second half. Long look to the sideline. Everybody getting the signals now. Second and 2. And he'll keep it himself. And as soon as I said it, he keeps it on the read option, takes it up the middle. He gets about 7 yards out of it.
Ball near the 12, first and 10 for Douglas County, intercept.
Chains are set, the clock will wind, under 6:20 to go here in the contest. First down and 10 from the 12 of Chatfield. Huskies trying to put up the first points of the second half, believe it or not. We have played 18 minutes here in the second half. And Rubino's got it as he cuts his way, keeps his feet, leans forward, touchdown. How about that? That is a heck of a run by J.P. Rubino. Was able to slide to the right side off tackle and then put his foot in the ground and started heading north and south and was able to step through and keep his balance of a couple of arm tackles and into the end zone. 12 yards on the touchdown run. And his second touchdown here tonight. The extra point up and good. 9-play drive of 67 yards. And 4 minutes and 14 seconds off the clock there. Very deliberate drive, capped off by J.P. Rubino from 12 yards out. .46-27 here, and again, little doubt to what the conclusion is going to be here. 46 put up in the first half by Chatfield. They've shown that they just hard to stop. Pomona leading Arapahoe now at the half, 22-17, so a pretty good one going there. Pomona the higher seed, so I would assume that's going on out at the NAC. Rock Canyon up 28-0 on Boulder. That's a cross-bracket game. Conifer handled the Reds of Arvada 49-0. That is a final. Onside kick never went 10 yards, and Chatfield will have the football.
They're not a flag, but blown dead after it's touched.
right up near the 40-yard line. Well, they tried to catch him off guard, but it didn't go 10 yards.
Where it was touched, 1st and 10 at the 41 of Douglas County.
No one knows the South Jeffco house market quite like Steve Westfall, Remax Professionals. 20-plus years of local experience. Steve can help you with your buying and selling needs. Get a hold of him at 303-716-3633. First down and 10 from the Douglas County 41. And the handoff to the 35-yard line. And that's Jordan Aycock with the carry.
Second and 4, Chatfield on the Douglas County 35.
Got about 5 out of it. They'll line him up. Aycock's in the backfield once again. Trips to the left side with that H-back over there. Winkler, had to leap up and get that one. Quick throw here to the near side. Caught by Gilbert and tackled at about the 29-yard line.
Taylor Lammers to about the 30, the other number 9.
And I did it again. Taylor Lammers with the catch. You get Lammers out there and you get Dannenhauer out there from time to time. A little spot action. They've each caught a pass tonight. In a spot where either Gilbert is lined up on the right side or Braden Gilbert's going to be on the left side. And they'll put Odell in the slot. You get one of the chases out there. And Winkler now still on his feet, scrambling forward. Oh, nice. Well, then the backup Isaac Schley is going to get his opportunity here. Kyle Winkler is going to call it a night after the onside went awry for Douglas County. They've got Isaac Schley out there. So a little deeper into the roster. Well, the last time that we'll see Kyle Winkler out there at quarterback of an event, we'll see him on the baseball field, that's for sure. And Schley's going to keep this one. A flag will come down, though. He'll take it to about the 7-yard line. I was going to get excited about it, but I thought I saw a hold there. And they're all coming back.
Holding, offense, number 50. 10 yards from the five, the foul. Repeat the left.
Well, 2nd and 4 is going to turn into 2nd and big yardage, about 16 yards. I'll call it 15. They moved it back to the 35-yard line. Schley will hand it off. Aycock now trying to bounce his way to the outside and is going to get thrown backwards. Kyle Newsom is there.
Flag of the 26.
Along with Weston Jocelyn. Another flag. And the Chargers look like they are going to walk even farther backward.
Holding, offense, number 61. 10 yards from the foul. Repeat second down.
Back-to-back holds.
Sorry, the 10 yards will be from the end of the run. Repeat second down.
They're going to go ahead and tack it on. It will be 3rd down now. The end of the run here, so. Nope, keep it 2nd down. 2nd and 22, all the way back to the 41-yard line. Schley will keep it himself now. Still on his feet, and good push to about the 30-yard line. Almost back to the original line of scrimmage. I'll tell you what, Schley, of course, a junior. Dalton Keene is another one of those guys. Big, tall, lanky, but strong. Dalton Keene not getting any carries here tonight. And he goes both ways. We saw him earlier in the season get quite a few carries, and you're going to see a lot of that next year from him, I'm sure, between these two that are out there. Schley pumped, now going to keep it himself. Got a lot of room to run it. He's pointing out guys to block as he runs down that left side and takes it into the end zone. Touchdown. There is a flag down at the 9-yard line here, so we'll have to see. He was pointing it out, and his his receiver put on a pretty good block out there, but you wonder if maybe he got his hands on the outside. That's a long discussion going on over there. I'm going to strap headphones on you and make you just talk to me, Phil. We're doing.
Number 6 on the offense.
It was. Braden Gilbert got out there, and I could see him start to block, and it just happened. Sometimes your hand slipped to the outside and grabbed a hold of him.
So it's on the Douglas County 19, first and 10 for Chatfield after the penalty.
Oh, 6. Oh, thank you. I didn't realize that they don't have it on the roster. 6'3", 193 pounds. Yeah, Max Preps has got him at 6'3". Well, the quarterback sneak, how about that? First and 10, and the sneak to about the 12-yard line.
Get 8 yards out of it, 2nd and 2.
Put it at the 11. Clock continues to wind down to 3:09 left to go. The Chatfield Gridiron Club, chatfieldfootball.com is where you can find them on Facebook. Just go to Chatfield Football and follow them on Twitter at Chatfield FT Football. Been following them all season long here. And how about another sneak forward down to about the 7-yard line.
Got 4 to the 7, first and goal from there for Chatfield.
Huh. So they have put Kyle Winkler back in. Interesting. Finish out his last game since they are in the red zone. Yep, he's back out there, and Aycock is behind him, and they're going to put him up under center. So a little more traditional look for Chatfield here. Slot right. And they got the defender to jump.
Right to the snap. Encroachment, defense, number 41. Half the distance to the goal line, still first down.
Half the distance will put him down to
about the 3.5-yard line.
almost just inside the 4-yard line here. So first down and goal inside the 4-yard line. Winkler just going to let it wind down, at least the play clock here. And he'll be up under center. The old quarterback sneak has worked just fine when they go up under center. That's about all that they do. And now a timeout with 1:50 left to go here by Chatfield. The last 3.5 minutes of this game is taking forever.
Fans to please stay off the field upon conclusion of this game.
Interesting goings on here with the timeout. Still at the half, Pomona and Arapahoe in the playoff game, 22-17 Pomona. Yeah, they're spread out pretty good. Well, they're running, they've got 2 receivers to the right side, wide side of the field, and why not run a quarterback sneak, huh? As they kind of spread the field out, they had Schley run it, and then they had Winkler, when he got in there, run it as well. You're not going to load the box up, and we're going to come up under center. You know, that's what we do. That's the only time that they run the quarterback sneak is when, essentially, they're up under center. So we go back to about the 3-yard line is where they actually have that ball spotted here. It'll be first and goal, 1:50 left to go. Yep, they're in the victory formation here. And they will kneel down on it and let it keep winding down for Douglas County. They are all standing up around the line. I think essentially that's what they were doing with the quarterback sneaks, just trying to burn some time up. But suddenly you're running forward. Maybe that's why Schley was taken out. They put Kyle Winkler back into there. Go, look, we don't want to score, but I don't want to ask my junior quarterback to go in there and not do anything. So could be a little something with that. No reason to add insult to injury, certainly, as two teams have played one touchdown in the second half. We talked about it. 66 points in the first half and one touchdown in the second half, and that was by Douglas County. J.P. Rubino with a 12-yard touchdown run, 9-play drive, 67 yards for the Huskies. The Chatfield defense came to play tonight. They looked very good in that first half, making stops when they needed to. Well, for Chatfield, I know the season doesn't finish up the way that they'd hoped. A lot of promise coming in, but a 4-6 record and a tough run in a tough Jeffco league. But a nice way to finish it out. You almost pulled a huge upset last week over Pomona, who is struggling against Arapahoe in the playoffs now. So you get put into the cross-bracket game. You match up against the team who had a similar record with you at 3-6 in Douglas County, and the Chargers win it as the final ticks run down, 46-27 the final. And Chatfield again will go to 4-6 on the season, and the swan song for a pretty good group of seniors for the Chatfield Chargers. Well, a big thanks to the folks at the Chatfield Gridiron Club for asking Stream It Sports to come along here on this journey with the Chargers all season long. It's been fun, and at times we saw flashes of some pretty good things, particularly last week in what was probably one of the best games that they played, but they didn't get the W out of it, and they came in and showed they're a pretty good team. We've seen Douglas County 3 times here on Stream It Sports, and Chatfield handled them 46-27. Douglas County finishes the season, by the way, they're 3-7 with the loss here, and Chatfield goes out with a win in Week 10, again 46-27. Thanks to Steve Westfall with Remax Professionals, Schwab, of course, of Littleton, Garbanzo Mediterranean Grill, and the Chick-fil-a there in Littleton as well. Big sponsors for our coverage of Chatfield Charger football all season long. Thanks to Phil Mildren and the folks with Chatfield for asking me to come on and do this again. I enjoyed following the Chargers here this season. So until next time, I'm Cory Lopez. We'll talk to you soon from Jeffco Stadium as the Chargers victorious tonight, 46-27.